Okay, happy Tuesday, first day of the week, lesson number 3 in Unit 6 today. Today you're going to be solving word problems with unknown starts. So you're going to write the situation and solve the equations. That's just an example, but we'll just get into it. So they're giving you hints as to what's missing. So here you would have an unknown starting point. So it's something like saying we have the variable at the beginning. So when you're looking at it, it says Greta put some beads on a string. So what we don't know is how many beads. So I'm going to change my variable, which I had as a question mark. I'm going to change it to beads. And then she put on 70 more. Now there are 130 beads. So this is where you know that you have an option. You could solve using addition, so you could count up and say, well, plus 30 would get you to 100, and then plus 30 would get you to 130, so your answer would be 60. Or, knowing that you have fact families, some of you prefer the subtraction problem, so you know that 130 minus 70 equals B. So we'll solve for B. 0 minus 0 is 0, 3 minus 7 I cannot do, so no puzzle penguin, so I have to take one of those hundreds and I have to exchange it for 10 tens plus the 3 that were already there. 13 minus 7 is 6, so I'd get 60. So you have a choice whether you want to do addition or subtraction. So take from an unknown start. Greta puts some beads on a string, so we don't know, still beads. Then 70 of the beads fall off. So now we're looking at a subtraction problem. Maybe I'll change to red. B minus 70 equals, there are 60 beads still on the string. So this one I wouldn't guess, but what I would do is my fact family work again. So B minus 70 equals 60. So what I also know is that 60 plus 70 equals B. So there I have an addition problem. So I'd still have 130 beads. So just like up here, I'd have 60 beads. So I'm working the same numbers through the same fact family on those first two problems. Okay, third one. So here we have an unknown start again. Add to and take away. So I'll let you figure that out. The answers are attached to this lesson. And the 60, I'm going to go on to the next page. So this is what we have been doing. So if you go back, that's the 70 is the 130. So you'd have that 70 plus 60. 130 minus 70 is 60. Then you'd have 130, 130, and 130. So the second one, once you figure it out, it should be pretty quick work. And now we're doing one more page. So much work. And you're doing the quiz at the end. So these are all good problems. We have to write the situation. And then we have to solve the problem. Or the situation equation. So 8 vans with the same number of students in each van took 8 vans with the same number of kids in each van. So if I were drawing this out, I would draw my 8 vans. That's what we do know. What we don't know is how many students are in there. But what we do know is that 40 kids went on this field trip. So how many students were in each van? So my situation equation on this one would be 8 times what we don't know, we'll call S for students, equals 40. Now my solution equation, for some of you, that almost looks like a 5, sorry. That should be an S for students. You could solve it just like that. So your solution equation, 8 times S equals 40. Or for some of you, you would do 40 divided by 8 equals S. Either way, if you're counting by 8s, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, your S is going to equal 5. So 5 students. I'll do one more for you. Alright, Fiona made some barrettes. She put 9 beads on each barrette. So what we don't know is how many barrettes she made. So she made some barrettes. 9 beads on each barrette equals 63 beads. So my, well, actually my situation equation would be what we don't know comes first. So B times 9 equals 63. And I could solve it just with that unknown, trying to solve for B and just knowing my basic facts for multiplication, or I could do 63 divided by 9 equals B. Either way, I know 9 times 7 is 63, so barrettes. E-T-T-E-S. Sorry, my writing gets sloppy on this. Alright, so not too bad. A lot of good thinking. Have fun. We're going to skip this last one, just because I don't think we need